Namaste yogis. Today we're just going to go over Galavasana, which is flying pigeon pose. We're not going to do any warm or anything, we're just going to go over the pose on its own. So we need hip opening as well as strength through the upper body and no fear. So standing right up, feet hip width apart. So you're just going to come into a little squat. Let's like Utkatasana to start with. So bend your knees, reach your arms up. Ribs in, shoulders down. So try to start to lock on the energy through the arms, shoulders down, ribs in. Lift the toes, feel yourself pushing away from the earth. Just stay here for a few breaths. Long spine. Try to find openness in your collarbones. You still refine that when you go into the full pose. Quite often we go into more advanced poses, we forget that when we start to grid on. Okay, stand back up. So same thing now, you're going to take the right leg across the left knee. Bend the knees out. It's like a number 4 in front of you here. Squat deeply. You still want to try to pull your left knee behind your left toes. Reach your arms up. Breathe a few breaths there. Push the right knee down so you feel the openness in your hips. And inhale, stand back up. Exhale, hands down. So full pose now. If you struggle with pigeon pose on the ground and you have tight hips, it will be challenging for you. If you're okay with that, you might be struggling with the strength a little bit. So just work at your own level. So cross the leg across again. Fold the body down. Bend the left knee. Hands firmly on the earth. Spread the fingers, get that grip nice and strong. Then start to bend the elbows toward you. Hook the right toes around the right shoulder or upper arm. Make sure the leg across the front of you, so the right leg, that there is what you're balancing on. The back leg is doing nothing. This leg is doing nothing once we transfer the weight. Bend the knees. Hook it in. Mula bandha on. So center engaging. You can start by putting, so we're going to start here by putting the left knee on the back of the left arm as well. And lean forward. So transfer the weight onto the hands. Squeeze the belly and just stay there and breathe. Open your collarbones, focus on this space. 2 and 1. Foot back down, release. Take them on. Just fold forward. So you need to make sure when you come into this pose, the right toes are hooking around your arm because that's what's going to help you stabilize. Okay, so I'm going to show the full pose now. So if you're comfortable with that, you're going to go into the next part of the variation, lifting the back leg away. Same setup. Fold forward. Hands grounding. Leg hooking. Stable in the arms. Start to lean forward. The back leg now is not on the back of my arm. Lean more. Squeeze the belly. Let go. Breathe. Check it out. Move the hips from side to side, and then try on the other side. So it's quite an advanced pose. As I said, you need openness in the hips, upper body strength, and no fear, or be prepared to face plant a couple of times. I know I did. So always a pose you can keep working on. So what we've been talking about in class this week is that idea of the progress comes when the pose feels different, not when the pose looks different. So for me, this pose has been something I could do for a while, but it's not until you start to do it, you can actually breathe when you're in the pose. And that's when it starts to feel joyous. And that's yoga. May the light from your practice follow you throughout your journey. Enjoy. Namaste.